Hello and welcome to the Son of the Morning Comics channel, and we have another indie comic review. Today we're going to review POM, or Piece of Me. The comic actually contains two stories. First, the POM story, which we will be reviewing in this video, and the second is called The Unit, and I'll probably review that in the next couple days. So, Piece of Me number 1 is written by Marcel Dupree with art by Joel Kodahar, colors by Franco Raisco and Claudio Luciano, and the letters done by Brant Fowler and edits by Richard Still. The story begins with a very downtrodden prisoner named McDougal thinking to himself, "Damn, Alien has finally won. Only wish I was able to look him in the eye to give him a job well done." He appears to have been fighting his battle for over 20 years. He is then led to the armored car to take him to his trial. Along the way, the guards are doing their best to antagonize McDougal, and it's a 120-mile journey to the courthouse, so they need to be extra alert. Next, we switch to a scene where a pair in a jet are preparing to bust McDougal out, but they don't actually know who the target they are extracting is. They have very specific guidelines in their orders when they're supposed to attack. They're not supposed to attack until the convoy goes through the city. Next, the scene switches to a woman waking up from a one-night stand. The guy is really nice, but she's pissed off at her friend Tracy for letting her go home with another random dude. Especially since she needs to be in LA for the trial of someone named Brittany Armstrong, which she was just reminded of by hearing the news playing on the TV. This Brittany is the daughter of someone named Strongman, who has saved the world many times over. As well, on the news, they also were talking about the debate between superheroes and vigilantes. Our lady in this scene is tearing this guy's house upside down to try to find her purse. The dude tells her to relax, that her purse is downstairs in the kitchen. So she gets her purse, gets this ring out of her purse, and flies straight through the roof of this guy's house. After she's and she's saying she's got to get, after all, she's got to get from Miami to LA in a hurry. I like this character. Every once in a while, it's nice to have a superhero that's rude and debauched. In this case, it works very well. So now to the transport taking McDougal to the courthouse. There's the city. That's where they need to get, right? So the first order of business is now that they've reached the city, for the extraction team is to move into action, is to quickly take out the helicopter escorts, which gets taken care of rather quickly. Now it's time to extract McDougal, which the main lady of the team goes to do. McDougal wants to know who she is. She says there's no time for introductions, but McDougal is resigned to his fate and stays put. Right at that moment, a mysterious figure arrives on the scene. She wants to know who he is. He decks her, then declares that he is Akari, one half of Baranzu. Then it appears that the other half of Baranzu shows up and unleashes a monster. At this point, it's unclear whose side these two are on, but the drawing of the monster is absolutely fantastic. After quickly taking care of some more ass-kicking business, they start to talk about how they're going to get McDougal to the courthouse. Akari says Baramsu. The other isn't convinced that they can hold Baransu long enough to get him to the courthouse, but they see help arriving. It's our rude, debauched superhero who we now learn is Brittany Armstrong, the one who's supposed to be at that trial in LA. They plead for her to help, but she's like, nah, I'm really late. I gotta go. They explain the situation, and Brittany's response is, let my father handle it. They tell her that her father has been off-world for 2 weeks. She's like, oh, that's why I haven't heard from him. And then she just says she has to go and flies away. So, Brittany is catty and a bit of a bitch, along with being rude and debauched as a superhero. I like it. The extraction team is happy to see Brittany go because she's a force to be reckoned with. We then learn that the main lady extractor's name is Laura, and she is determined to get McDougal, which she does. Then they hear a big crash, and this majestic armored figure that I assume is Baransu arrives on the scene saying, time for round 2. This full-page spread is absolutely gorgeous, with absolutely gorgeous detail, and it's unbelievably colorful. And this is how the issue comes to a close. So, this is a very cool, fast-paced story with very nice artwork and brilliant color. I really like the Brittany Armstrong character. I feel like we got a good representation of her personality in this issue. I'm also interested in learning more about McDougal and Laura, and definitely want to find out if that majestic figure on the last page was in fact Baransu, and if so, what can Baransu do? So, this has been yet another indie comic review here on the Son of the Morning Comics channel. I want to thank you again for joining me here. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, leave some comments down below, and you can always hit me up over at sonofthemorning7 over on Twitter. So, until next time, see you later.